Hello, Huskies back again with more Los Angeles Kings franchise mode commentary in NHL 18. Last video we had a surprisingly busy offseason. Made a lot of changes. Currently on the screen you can see a trade that I'm about to make, or attempt to make. I haven't tried it yet. There was a string of comments left on the last video which were extremely helpful. If I knew how to say your name, ST777OV, I don't know. It kind of looks like stove. Stop. I don't know. Either way, very in depth. Really like the feedback, and I'm gonna be making a trade here for a third line winger. Now, a third line winger is I scoured every team. I was initially looking at right wings, but there was only one other right wing out there that really piqued my interest, and I can actually show you who it was and go back to this deal. He's on Boston. He is a right winger. It was this Orlando Cutler kid. Power forward, 80 overall. He's got really good defensive stats. His offense needs a bit of work. You know what? Now that I think about it, his trade value is a little higher, but I can get away with trading something a little less because the issue I was running into is cap space. I only have 400,000 cap space, and that's not enough. Not even close. So what I think I ended up deciding I'm going to do is, wait, where did Glebov go? Glebov is a RFA that I'm not having any intentions on using, and I'm pretty much done with my draft picks, so they don't want draft picks though. They do want goalies, and I've got this starter, Para. He's 20 years old, he's 65. I mean, he could be a nice backup, but I'm content with just signing random backups. So if I add Para to this mix, I can actually take Glebov out of there. Actually, no, Glebov can stay. But I would like to hit some cap space back. And this Lovejoy kid, I'm going to change him to a grinder, because that was also recommended, because he's not really a playmaker. His senses aren't high enough. His defense is 4.5 stars, so he's definitely, if he's not a two-way forward, he's a grinder. He's got some physical characteristics to him. He's got high durability, he's got aggressiveness, body checking. I'd put him more as a grinder because he doesn't have the puck skills that a two-way forward might possess. But he's got a decent shot, and for some reason grinders can shoot, so I'm going to hold on to him. But aside from that, I really don't have many trade pieces that are cap hits. I mean, just looking throughout the team, I was trying to make deals, but I'm already cap constrained a lot. And then you throw in, although I guess McIsaac could probably go. I mean, he's 25, he's not going to get much better. He's making 2.4. I have two guys ahead of him defensively in terms of overall in Cameron and Costi, who are both younger, better, and cheaper. So I think I'm actually going to do this. I tried to hold on to McIsaac as long as I could, but I'm going to throw McIsaac and Para at him because I want to get something in addition to this, because I want to try to not get robbed here. But these really don't want to take any goalies from them because they don't have any goalies. I'll take your third, a third and Cutler for Para and McIsaac. It should go through. Yeah, I might have given up a little too much with Para, but I wanted to cut some cap space with McIsaac. And before I get too far away from it, let's hop into Lovejoy, because I do agree that Lovejoy doesn't really look like he's going to be anything. Oop, he's a left winger. Nope, he's a center. Anything more than a fourth liner at best. I mean, he is an 83, 82. But I don't feel like he gets much better. He kind of looks like, what is that hair? Who does he look like? He looks something familiar. I don't know. Grinder. There we go. Change him to a grinder. Continue. He's got green laces. Why do you have green laces, bro? We're the Kings. There's no green. We'll go set up our lines. I'm loving the idea of Colin White as our third line center. I didn't think I would never say that. Being as he is an 86 overall. But what that does is that pretty much takes Nordgren out of the lineup. We'll put Cutler in there. Because again, Cutler's got some room to grow. He's playing with two very offensive potent guys. And Colin White's no defensive slack. And Cutler's a good defensive guy. So his offense will come just playing with Voracek and White. Bratt, Lowry, Lovejoy. Sniper, two-way forward grinder. We'll see how Brat does. If he doesn't do too hot, I'll swap Nordgren back in there. But either way, Besser, Zadina, Pasternak, Hinestroza, Larkin, Hosang. I'm interested to see if the second line will put goals up, but Larkin has been a consistent 25-30 goal scorer, so that might be enough offense there. And Hosang and Hinestroza have shown to be quality playmaker. Hinestroza could be a 30-goal guy. He's got the stats for it. So we'll have to wait and see. And Voracek could really, as the comment said, unlock... This could be a really potent third line with that White and Voracek combo. And Cutler, again, he's got some room to grow, but he's got the offensive awareness and a bit of... I know his puck skills aren't where they need to be, but his defense is more what he's there for now, and he'll grow into his offense. Plus, he wasn't $5.5 million like Greenway. Defensively, this is what we're sticking with. And then another thing was power play is... Okay, so White's on the secondary power play. So Hosang, Zadina, Pasternak, Besser, Larkin... Alright, there we go. I'm okay with that. And the goaltenders, we've got Boyd back there rocking out as the 92 overall. So again, thank you for the comments. Those were very helpful. We'll go ahead and sim to the regular season and get this underway. Apology for the very late video today. Since I work nights, usually I sleep in the afternoons. I overslept. I didn't oversleep, but I went to bed a little too late. I think I went to bed at 9 a.m. So I woke up at... I usually leave for work at 5:30 p.m. So I woke up today at 4, which is a little later than usual. And I just got wrapped up in other things. But your video's here. It's now. It's happening. Let's hop into game 1 against the San Jose Sharks. Let's see how we do. I want to see this team come out blazing. Lots of goals on the board. Alright, that was not the team I wanted to come out blazing. God damn it. Alright, we answer the Cutler. First game as king. He's already on the board. No, nice Zadina. So Zadina's got 2. Nice. Oh, power play. So despite some first period shenanigans there that we just kind of fell behind with, come back strong. 3 unanswered for San Jose, or not unanswered. 3 straight for San Jose leads into 3 unanswered for us. We're going to... Oh, wow, we actually had an overtime goal in a regular... And it was Cameron. Nice. I think that's the first regular season overtime goal I've ever seen. Every time it goes to a shootout. Every single time. But there we have it. All right, so 1-0. That was some nice comeback right there. Nice to see that we have that on our team. I guess I should actually scout. Although I really don't care too much about the draft anymore. Pretty much just cup or bust. Alright, 2-0-2. 0.5 straight, 3-0-2. See how long we can keep this point streak going. Alright, scouting assignment yet again. I'm also trying to... I'm doing this kind of... Usually I have a topic to talk about during these videos. Currently I'm without one. I guess the big headline I saw, or headline, hockey rumor I saw today, well, I mean, being a Leafs fan, or being part of the Leaf fandom, there are plenty of rumors, but Elliot Friedman said that the Leafs are interested in looking at Artemi Panarin as a possible rent option for the year, which is intriguing because while Panarin is a great offensive player, the guy lacks all defense for the most part. Like, he is pure offense. And the missing piece that the Leafs need for this upcoming season, which is highly, like, agreed upon the fans and even team, is a right-handed defenseman. Panarin is not a right-handed defenseman. So what you're doing is you're going with the Dallas Stars approach, which, if you've heard me talk about the Dallas Stars before, Glebov and a 6th for a 3rd, a 4th, and Nielsen. I don't need Nielsen. I'd love to get rid of Glebov, because he's just twiddling his thumbs here, but Gallagher and a... no. So, pretty much Toronto looking to go with the Dallas Stars approach. Again, if you've heard me mention the Dallas Stars before on this YouTube channel, it's... they put no effort into defense, and for the longest time, before Bishop, there was no goaltending either, so it was just, we're going to go out and score 9 goals, but we're going to give up 7, and some nights we're going to give up 12. So, you're just 100 miles an hour, foot to the pedal to the metal. You're all offense, no defense. And man, a roster that has Nylander, Marner, Tavares, Matthews, Marlowe, and if you add Panarin in there, God, that's just the team's gonna average like 4 goals a game. But again, your defense struggles, and Freddie showed that he wasn't exactly consistent last season. This has kind of turned into a Leafs video. I know we're a little off the rails, but the two teams I follow are the Hawks and the Leafs, so. And I talked about the Hawks in the comments a couple videos ago in regards to trading Host's contract. But I mean, aside from that, it's been pretty quiet in terms of hockey rumors, I would assume. The whole Carlson thing kind of died down. Alright, so let's go look. Let's see how our team's doing. We're 3rd in the division, 8 points behind the Coyotes. Coyotes are doing really well. 28, 9, and 4. That team's just nasty. They're nasty in both of my franchises I'm running here. Alright. So Besser, 36 points, 16 goals. Pasternak, 29 points. Colin White, 28 points, 3rd line center. Dylan Larkin, 27 points. Philip Zadina, 26 points. So you've got 5 guys right around the same amount of point totals, but still a little low. No minuses, though. Although you see that 3rd line struggling a little bit. Colin White's got 30 penalty minutes. That's a lot of penalty minutes. Hossein, 23. Voracek, 17 points, 6 goals. He is a -1, but we'll just let Cutler get into his motions. He is a +2. He's got 12 points, 7 goals. The 4th line's actually doing better than I thought. And then we do kind of need Riley to pick up the pace here offensively a little bit. Because Swanson actually only has 12 points. Swanson last season had like 60 points. He had 58. So we're expecting the offense needs some time to click here. But it'll get there. I mean, Costi and Cameron are pluses, which is great. Lovejoy has 6 points. I mean, again, points are big for me. But what I've started to take away or notice more is the plus minuses. Like Colin White's even, but they don't have the highest amount of. I mean, they do have a pretty good defensive setup there. Maybe they're getting stuck out there with who are they getting stuck out there? What's my third? My third pairing is Costi and Cameron. The second pairing is Kopitz and Provorov? Yeah. Huh. I love that people, like, I don't record this all day and we don't get a single phone call. And then the second I turn on the recording, somebody calls. Alright. Clearly no one's gonna answer the phone. Hang up. Thank you. Anton Forsberg, 6-1-1. Boyd's, he's got a 922 and a 223 save versus goals against. So we just need our offense to click a little more. I mean, we're probably averaging just under 2 goals a game, or 3 goals. I mean, we're at 2.8 goals a game. We're just, it's very spread out. And again, that's just something I need to get through my head, is that I don't build my teams with like a big line focus. Like, I don't expect one line to do all the heavy lifting. I have a full 4 lines that can score usually. Primarily, it's 3 lines that can score. Just to kind of... So I don't think I ever have anybody that's... Oops, that was defenseman. I don't think I have ever had a GM mode where I had one line either be like all 100 points or have one guy at like the top of the scoring leader. I don't think I've ever had somebody win an Art Ross trophy. Or I've had I mean, when I did the Capitals last season, I had Ovechkin and then I traded Ovechkin for Laine, so... I constantly had a Richard candidate. But aside from that, I like to have my teams with depth. But the issue that I've noticed with that, Blake Wheeler, wow. The issue with having depth scoring is come playoff time, is you don't, that depth kind of vanishes for some reason. Larson and a 4th for a 4th and Gallagher, no thank you. You need those big names come playoff time to kind of carry your team through rough stretches. Because, I mean, we've had times where our depth has come through. I mean, when I was Dallas this year, I don't remember if we won a cup. Because I've done so many videos. But But our best playoff guy was a third line, fourth line Devin Shore, who was a monster come postseason, but during the regular season never put up more than 15 points. Fast forward to my Rangers franchise mode, we just traded for Devin Shore as part of a deal to bring. I brought Alex DeBrincat over, and Devin Shore comes in, and he had 30 goals 2 seasons ago, but his playoff numbers were complete garbage. So it's constantly trying to find a balance. I should probably stop playing with the dog toy. You can probably hear me playing with the dog toy. Burkhole? Nah. Well, he's a 78. I mean, he could be a backup. That's a cheap backup, actually. I'll take that, because I can let Forsberg go, because he's making nearly $2 million, and I'm going to need to cut cap space where I can next season, because I got to re-sign Kopitz. I got a couple guys coming off entry-level deals. I cannot take Calvin Hahn. I'd have to send like everybody down. I don't even want Calvin Hahn. My defense is nasty. If Riley ever grows, at least. I mean, he was the 2nd overall pick. I think that's what I traded for to get him. And so far as a 20-year-old, I mean, he came out as a 78. No, was he 70? He's a 70-something. And in 2 NHL seasons, he's only up to an 82, so I'm hoping he's not a bust, but we're definitely not far enough along for him to be considered a bust yet. Plus, he's playing with a 91 overall, so he's playing against top. Wow, okay, see, the second that I make a mention about how good our team's doing, we lose. I always try to avoid saying anything when we're on a run. I'm very superstitious. Always have been, always will be. It comes with playing sports. First baseball, then hockey. But every time we get on a run like that, I hate mentioning it. Like, I want to get hyped about it, but I know that the second I say something, we're going to lose. But that was a damn good season. Holy shit. Where did that come from? We were struggling, like, in January. How many games did we lose that month? 1? We lost 2 games that month. 1 in regulation, 1 in overtime. So we went... Oh, we're gonna do some maths here. 6, 9, 11. We went 12-1-1 in the month of March. And we actually went 15-1-1 in our last 17 games. That's nasty. Let's go look at stats. That was a really good season. That came out of nowhere. 54 wins. Besser, 35 goals, 83 points, point per game players. I said we had 114 points. Damn. President's Trophy. Oh, Florida had 116. Get out of here, Florida. So we got Arizona. Look at that. They dropped so far. Winnipeg, the Hawks finishing last. Oh, we're back to the dark ages of Chicago hockey. 65 points. Ooh, Washington, 65 points. Tank it. Oh, Boston with 62. I love how the big names from like the early in the first couple seasons just vanish once their stars are gone. Boston's one of them. Chicago's one of them. But let's look at our team here. Besser, 35 goals, 83 points. Awesome. Pasternak, 78 points, 53 assists. Zadina, 71 points. So that first line was really good. Colin White, third line, 32 goals. Can't ask for much more than that. Voracek, 11 goals, 23 assists. Not the best season. But again, I'm hoping I get one more year out of him. I feel like I might have handicapped him a little bit with Cutler. But I feel like Cutler's got a spot in that third line with Colin White. So if I can find another scorer or even another playmaker to play on that third line, we'll be in business because the rest of my team looks wonderful. But, I mean, that second line does kind of need another scorer. Dylan Larkin had 25 goals, but then Ho-Sang had 15 and Hinoshoza had 11. So the second line had 51 goals, which, not bad. I kind of want 60 out of my second line, but when you get, oh boy, we're going to math again, 60, we got 82 goals out of our first line, which is exactly what I want. I want a goal per game from my first line. But then you look at our third line, 32 goals from White, 11 from Voracek, so 43, and then another 9 from Cutler, 52. So our second and third line both scored 50 plus. I can't ask for much more than that. You had Kopitz with 11 goals. You had our fourth line Bratt had 11. Lowry had 12. Lovejoy hit 2. Cameron, 103 penalty minutes. Stay out of the box, man. Kopitz at 72. Here's a plus 25. God, look at the plus minuses. Again, that third line struggled just a bit, just because I think they were underscoring. I mean, you score 32 goals, but you're only a plus 2. That's Ovechkin stats from a few years ago. But that's probably a lot of power play points too, right? Yeah, 19 power play points. 10 power play goals. Yeah, so 5-on-5 is where the third line kind of struggled. 333 shots. Jesus Christ. Colin White's such a monster. 333 shots, and he nearly shot it at 10%. Tick. 9.6. Alright, so Boyd, how did Boyd do? Gotta see. 44 wins, 922 save percentage, 7 shutouts, 223 goals against. Forsberg back there with him. 4 shutouts in 15 games. That's impressive. I like how our team looks, man. We look strong. Offense is flowing. We had 520 goal scorers. Nearly everybody was we had every single forward score 10 goals except for Lovejoy. Lovejoy and Cutler. I just rallied it with 24 points. Swanson with 31. So they were a bit down offensively, but their plus minuses were exactly, they were through the roof. So Riley's up to an 83. Hopefully we can get that top pairing of a couple 90s. And I keep leaving the screen before I go to the NHL leaderboard. I want to see where Besser ranked. I know he's not going to be an Art Ross candidate because 83 points isn't a lot. Yeah, see McDavid 97. Where's that for my Rangers, McDavid? Bastard. Tavares. Oh, that's why Florida's doing good. They got Tavares. 90 points. Malkin's still kicking around. 89 points at 39. As an 81 overall. Wow. Nolan Foote, 86. Joe Manlow, I hate him. Whew. Killed me in the postseason a couple seasons ago. I mean, Besser finished 7th in points. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Where was he goals-wise? 6th in goals with Colin White at 10th, right? 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's 11th. Still, I like the way our team played. We finished the season real strong. Averaged 3.16 goals for. We only gave up 2.29. We're coming in here. We should be our power play shot at 27.5%. Wow. Penalty kill was an 82. Home record was nasty. So in comparison to the other top team in the league, their power play was an 18%. Penalty kill was better. Their offenses were about the same in both regards. We just have a better power play. So the two favorites going in are the Los Angeles Kings and the Florida Panthers. Interesting. Well, we'll see how that shakes out come Monday. As always, comment section for opinions, criticism, critiques. Let me know how you thought about the trade. Like I said, I scoured every team trying to find a suitable winger, and Jordan Greenway looked nice, but that $5.4 million cap hit was just a bit too much to swallow. Cameron's got some room to grow. I know that we didn't fully unlock Voracek, but come postseason, he's going to have poise. Hopefully that gets utilized. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Monday for what is the postseason. Oh, actually, wait. I should sim it to see who we're playing against. I'm pretty sure we're playing the Coyotes. But let's make that official. We are playing the Coyotes, so first, last. Oh, I said that'll be Monday.